Childs of God the Creator, man, woman, male, female, masculine, feminine, boy, girl. This Black History Month, we focusing on reparations and judicial reform. I'm homophobic. Glorifying living in ignorance, we are living immature, we are living irresponsible, we are living emotionally unstable. We need the stability and balance of feminine and masculine forces in the individual and the group. The stability of the balance of masculine and feminine forces in us as a group and in each individual. Male, you are a representation of the stability of balance of masculine forces. Female, you are a representation and physical embodiment of the stability and balance of feminine forces. So emotional stability as a female, emotional stability as a male. Each possesses their own emotional qualities. So we're talking about emotional stability. You're emotionally stable and you're emotionally stable as a female. You're emotionally stable and you're emotionally stable as a male. We have ideas, natural instinctive ideas of male masculinity and female femininity. There are exceptions, but the majority of us in this democracy of life represent our natural born spirit forces, energy, attitude, behavior, and our actions of being male and being female. We are talking what the rule is, not the exceptions to the rule. The rule is males, masculine men, females, feminine, woman. There are exceptions, but it's not majority rule. We are responsible and have duties, different jobs nature gave us to do. Responsible for duties and things on earth that's female and feminine, i.e. childbirth, childcare, and initial teachers of children are women, female. This real life thing. It's not fantasy, virtual cyberspace. It's our real material life. There is rule. Responsible on earth, masculine man, we know nature gave you the ability to do more of manual labor, heavy lifting and harder work and more work. Women have the duty to birth children. Men have duties to support that. There is maturity. There is maturity as a woman. There is maturity as a man. As a mature adult, female in vibes, energy, spirit, attitude, behaviors, and actions. And mature adult male, vibes, energy, spirit, attitude, behaviors, and actions. Gender is a fact of life with low data for against the fact. There are hermaphrodites and other various births. However, by rule of nature, most majority are born by nature a male or female. We can't deny creation. We can't deny the air that we breathe, the sun that provides light and heat, the water that we drink and live. Nature did this. We must respect it and live in harmony with air. We don't breathe anything else. We must respect and be in harmony with the sun and water. Without them, we would die. Nature did this. In real life, nature without heterosexual sex, we would die. So we're talking about being mature, being responsible, being emotionally stable, masculine and feminine. We live in democracy and nature has given us democratic rule on male and female, masculine and feminine. Being mature, responsible, emotionally stable, masculine and feminine. The stability and balance of these forces of life. Let's get to homophobia. Phobia is an excessive, extreme, irrational fear or panic reaction. I'm homophobic. I don't like thinking of homosexual things. I think homosexuality is disgusting, abomination. It's nasty. I will look away from it, go away from it. I will not participate in it. Let me interject this by saying the USA has many mental health disorders and many are untreated. We have made a point of making sure we don't shun people, stigmatize, downgrade, or discriminate against people based on mental health issues. So I would not want to think about, I have panic type reactions to giving or receiving oral sex from a male. I would not do it. If some guy tried to perform oral sex on me, I would panic reaction. It's something I don't think about. I go away from. I have a strong caution, fear of anal sex, fear kissing, or fear intimate touching the same sex person. Panic reaction. So I'm homophobic. Don't misjudge me. Don't act like I'm a bad person. Psychology deals with deviation from the norm. Vanilla sex is what some call it, but a man and a woman in a missionary position for procreation purposes is sex. Anything else is a deviation from this and verging on an abnormality. So people deviate. Multiple partners, birth control methods. People have deviated from procreative heterosexual sex. Some deviations we say we accept, some we don't. Some people do oral, some people don't. In societies through time, bestiality has been illegal and forbidden. Pedophilia in most societies is illegal and forbidden. In some societies, homosexuality is illegal and forbidden. The Bible is an interesting book if you're into morals. It is a moral guide, and it has a story of Sodom and Gomorrah, cities bombed because they were homosexual. Homosexuality is not a morally correct lifestyle. Some people heterosexual and steal, and some people homos and don't. So there is a fear and panic at the social degradation morally homosexuality brings upon cities and towns. We talk in psychology and deviation. So what your mind thinks, and do you let your mind wander off its path? So the mind thinks. The mind can have deviating thoughts. It is a thinking machine. It will think and can comprehend everything in the universe. Once it understands something, it introduces it to your thought process. Your thought process doesn't keep bestiality thoughts. So the mind and thinking. Don't think, keep, and nurture thoughts about having sex with animals. Don't keep and nurture thoughts about having sex with children. Don't keep and nurture thoughts about having sex with the same sex person. Your mind can comprehend everything in the universe, the evil and the good, the beneficial and the detrimental. My mind is homophobic, is a psychological. My psychological mind has a fear of homosexuality. Of course, my academic mind understands how the world is and lives among others who are LGBTQ. I'm not irrational to violence and hate crimes against gay people. I am still homophobic in my mind, and it shows through my portrayal of masculinity that is a guide and partner by nature of the femininity. The forces are not incorrect. Your comprehension of the forces may be incorrect. The mind is misinterpreting one of nature's instinctive stimuli. The mind is misinterpreting a nature instinctive stimuli. We have rules. You can think a crime when you do a crime is when you break the rules. Most people wouldn't spend their mental time contemplating breaking the rules. So you think of something, then you give it more thought, then you do it. So I want to give the ideas of homosexuality any play, any extra thoughts, and definitely would not let any thoughts lead to actions. We learn to have self-control. I'm homophobic.